So before I start the video, I want to let you guys know this is my first time I've ever uploaded and edited any video on my channel throughout its history through a phone. So sorry if it's a little janky. I'm so used to the actual editing program, so I'll try to work it the best I can, but here we go. All right, what's going on, guys? Tori here. So I realized that all of Douglasville, Georgia skate park videos, and none of them have been updated to see the new renovations. The park looks completely different from any other video that you're going to see, so I decided I'm going to show you guys here. It's raining, so the park is empty. Well, it's kind of sprinkling, so I figured it was a good day. And as you can see here, we're going to start first with the little sign here. So the sign, you know, Allen Major Skate Park, Family Fun Center, 2171 Mack Rd, you know, see the whole deal there, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, we can head up these stairs, which, by the way, they recently added this little board rail here. Used to be able to just cut straight through, but they just added this. This is pretty new in itself, besides the skate park. As we're heading up the stairs, I heard that this used to be a skate shop. You know, before I lived here, I wasn't here before that, but I heard this used to be a skate shop, which is pretty interesting. I would have loved to have seen that. So first things first, you see here, this is new. I'm not sure what kind of construction they're doing here. This I was here last week. This tape and this here, that thing wasn't there, and see that little part. So they're adding something new. I'm not too sure what that is, but yeah, let's get into the park. So I heard these things here are pretty common. So they added this little skateboard majigger. I don't really know what you want to call this. Just some sort of cool aesthetic looking bank. You know, this bench gets moved around all the time depending on the skater's mood. Have little slappies there. I think that's what these are called. Have another one here. Not too bad. Over here we have a low rail. Pretty nice. But check out the aesthetic of the park first and foremost. Boom, right? Everything's completely new. You remember there used to be just a rusty box there. There used to be a stair set there with the missing handrail. So everything's been completely renovated. That's not supposed to be there, nor is that. I guess the guys were skating around, I'm not sure. But first thing, we have this quarter pipe here, and it's pretty much the same size as the old quarter pipe that was here, but it's also like a really good it's not really steep, you know what I mean? So anyone that's learning, they're able to drop in on it, and you know, it's not too bad. So I'll try to get some footage of me just messing around. I'm not a good skater at all, but I could probably drop in, so I'll show you guys how decent it looks. Very slippery though, I'll definitely admit. But you know, it's nothing. Hey! Have this fun box here. Has a nice little bank. You know, it's nothing too crazy. You have the rail here. Have the two separate banks right here. Have a little mini stair set. It's kind of cute. You could, I mean, if you can angle it right, you could drop in, come over here, you know, ollie out, whatever you want to do, or you could just get a good build up. So I think that's really nice. This was kept. Now, I'm not sure if someone took this and decided to keep it and brought it back. I'm not too sure, but there is a story on that about this mani pad over here. So this mani pad, word on the street is, when they were renovating this place, one of the local guys loaded this up onto his truck and he took it with him, and when they were done renovating, he brought the mani pad back, which I'm happy he did, if that is true, because as you can see, the aesthetic is totally different from anything here, even this mani pad in itself. You know, this mani pad is clearly by the guys who helped build the park. You know what I mean? So it matches everything except for this one, except for that one. So that's pretty cool. Still have the good old wall here. Now, I'm not, because I have not lived here. I've been here maybe close to 3 years. I'm not exactly sure why this fence is here. It seems kind of random, but I'm happy it stays. It adds some art, some aesthetic, so I like that that's still there. So we have this bank here, and yeah, looks really cool. It's really nice. It's kind of like the other bank that was here beforehand, but obviously it's more updated and it's more clean. a bit more safe. You can roll down there, do your little thingamabob. Look, my skater IQ is so high, right? Thingamabob. So I'm gonna drop in on this and you know, show you guys. It is raining, so I'll try to be careful. Of course, we have this little rail here. You can see where they took like the other little sloppy curb thing here. They pulled it up, put this one in, which is really nice. But I'm gonna show you guys my favorite part. The part, if you guys watch any of my shorts, you've probably seen. This is my favorite part of the entire, I'm so excited. This is my favorite part of the entire park, which is this half pipe. I love this thing. And I've been to a lot of parks in Georgia. This is the only really half pipe I can find that's of its size. There's one in Carrollton, Georgia, but that one's a bit higher. You know, I can ride it, but this is so much easier to learn on. It's a lot better. I've learned a few moves on here. Of course, you have the bleachers there. You just sit back and chill. Those are still there, so this is definitely my favorite part of the entire park. I just may not be able to, but everything is slippery. So let's see. Attempt number 2. That was definitely the rain. That's crazy. Let's see. Yeah, that's the best I got for now. So yeah, this is the new renovated skate park in Douglasville, Georgia, as of 2025. So it's really nice. I just thought I'd give an update because no one has, and I don't have any really specific plans with this channel. So I definitely just wanted to let everyone who cares to look it up, see what it's like. See you guys around. Peace.